Good morning to you. How do you do? Hello from Titlepro and Toby dog. Dee 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 dee. Hello and good morning, everybody. How's it going today? Beautiful Tuesday morning. Beautiful Tuesday morning. Today we're gonna walk to the park. It should probably take us about 20 minutes to get there. And then we'll walk around it a couple of times, maybe get a chance to throw the frisbee. And then it'll be a 20-minute walk home, 30-minute walk home. We could always make a left-hand turn somewhere and add more mileage. The plan is to be home and working by 8 a.m. with the animals fed. It never happens that way, but that's the plan. I've got a treat with me. I got Toby on the end of my 16-foot lead. He's got the body harness on again today. He seems to like it. He came right when I picked it up this morning. He came right over right in fear, and then he's lowering his head when I'm putting the collar on him. So he's sans collar today. A sod danger brand. Number world. Right after Titlepro, right? I don't. Papa to Baba Toby. What's new, Assad? I see your membership's getting growing and growing. That's so cool. Where are most of the people from? Hold on, Tobes. Hold on, Toby. Where are most of the people from over your way, or are they all over the world? Now it seems like you're on 24/7. every time every time I wake up in the middle of the night or look over in the middle of the day. Hold on, Tobes. Hold on, Tobes. There's an announcement. Assad Danger Brand just uploaded 17 videos. Assad Danger Brand is live. Assad Danger Brand. Assad Danger Brand. Very cool. Hey, that looks like a face on that tree, doesn't it? Hoo-hoo. Oh, that one does especially. Look at that. Isn't that a nose and a mouth? Ah, someone's screaming. Let me out of this tree. Oh, I just got a face full of spider web. Yikes. Now I'm going to have the creepy crawlies. Thinking that spider's on me. The other day the other day I walked under a web, and I thought I brushed myself off pretty good, but a couple minutes later I felt something on the top of my head, and it's like, uh-oh. And I swatted at it. I never grab things. I swat them when they're on me. I don't want to know what it was. I swatted it, and it was a pretty good sized lump, whatever it was, but it went flying. Ooh, now I got the creepy crawlies. Tomorrow I get 2.3 million views on my live. Are you kidding me? $10,500 subs. Holy cow, Assad. You done blew up, buddy. You done blew up, man. Very cool. I got to pick up after Toby here. We got to do some clean up aisle 5. stick. I can't pick a stick up. Ah, that was a lot, Toby. Wait. 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 I said wait. Hey. Is picked up and we're on our way again. Did I say that right? Ching Puaya. Did I say that right? Hello, hello. What's going on today, fam? As you can see, we got Toby dog out here. Today we're headed for the park. We got about 5 minutes before we get there. Nice park. The park we're at most of the time when we go to the park. It's got a baseball practice field, baseball diamond there. So the outfield has got a big fence. Even though it's not a continuous fence, it's still a big fence, and it goes on, from one end of the outfield all the way around to the other end. And that's enough to keep Toby corralled off the street. That's what I worry about when I unhook him. Because, geez, what was it, 2 Saturdays ago? Somebody swerved over and ran over a cat right in front of us. Yeah, that's why we don't let our cat out. People doing things like that. They'll swerve over and hit Toby dog. So we got to stay on leash most of the time. Yes, really, Toby, love you, buddy. #1 dog. Heck yeah. Hi, puppy dog, says Daniel. What's going on, Daniel? Daniel hee-ho. We're headed for the park this morning. We're going to walk. Walk, walk, walk. So far, so good with the knees and the ankles and everything like that. We got our new shoes on. Hoo-hoo! And some thick, newer socks. Now we're good to go. Now we're good to go. Not Jethro Tull. We got rain yesterday and lightning. Set 2 gasoline storage tanks on fire. Holy cow. That was probably a sight to see. I think we just got a few sprinkles yesterday, if I remember right. It didn't really do much. It was right after I went out and watered my garden. It come through. I didn't water it till the afternoon. Man, I had a poor garden year. Very poor garden year. Makes the guy think, am I going to bother with it next year? No, I'm just kidding. So I've seen news reports that said that Tyson Foods is going to close the largest meat packing plant in the U.S. or their largest. The price of beef is going to go even higher. I started reading into it, and we're at an all-time high price on beef too right now. There's a shortage. There's a beef shortage. So the prices could go higher. I was at the Meijer grocery store and looking for a steak. A nice porterhouse or T-bone steak. They're over $20 dang each. Come on. Come on. One steak. Not even a pound. Come on. Insane. So why is there a cattle shortage? I remember when there was an egg shortage, that was because the flock got killed off because of the disease. Oh, we don't. They don't use that word on YouTube, do they? How do you say culled? Okay, come on. And that's why the egg prices were so high. Now, why is there a beef shortage? Is it too expensive to raise the cattle? Are the farmers not getting the prices they need to sustain themselves, keep the cattle fed, make a decent profit? It's cheaper to buy a quarter or a half side of beef locally and pay for processing. Yes, it's always been like that. Hey, CJ's random guitar noise, what's going on? Good music this morning. I was able to catch some of your live stream as my wake up music. Come on. Come on. I don't eat that much beef that I could buy a quarter of a beef, quarter of a cow or half a cow. And when my kids were growing up, we did that a couple times. Not a half a cow, but we went in with people to split. And I got tired of tasting the same cow. Funny. After a while, I got tired of tasting that same cow, man. Literally had beef in the freezer and still going to the grocery store and buying beef because I was tired of eating that cow. Yeah, I only buy 1 or 2 steaks here and there, a couple pounds of hamburger here and there. What else do we buy? Chicken, bacon, a little bit of lunch meat. That's about it. Oh, salmon. Salmon. What are you doing? What are you doing, Tobe? Have you even said hi to anybody yet, Toby? Have you even said hi to anybody yet this morning? Come here. Come here and say hi. Come here, sled dog. Come on, say hi. That's all we're getting out of him today. I guess we're lucky. We're lucky just to be in his presence, right? Slow it down, Toby. You'll get there. He's still in the young bull stage where he wants to race around. Oh, so we'll take the sidewalk for now. Come on, Toby. Morning. Toby Tobes. Get them squirrels, says Nat Jethro. That's funny. Come on, leave them peonies alone. Yeah, we don't have too much on my mind today. Toby, you got anything on my mind? Come on, let's cross over. Toby, you got anything on my mind, buddy? Tomorrow's the last day to register for our next show. I always wait till the last minute. I don't know why. Oh, because I don't want a low number. If there's going to be a group of dogs, I don't want to be first in line. Because that means the minute you hit the ring, your dog's gotta do its thing. Or if you're a lower or a higher number and you're in line, your dog gets a chance to calm down and see what's going on. For me, that seems to be a better thing for Tobe. I get a better reaction from him when he's running behind other dogs than when he's the first dog in line. When he's the first dog in line, he wants to look back See who's chasing him. Come on, Toby. He wants to look back to see who's chasing him, but when he's in the middle of the pack, then he's all right because he's looking at the dog's butt ahead of him. Come on, Toby dogs. Come on, Toby dogs. This way, come on. Come on. Come on this way with me. Come on with me. Hello. So do you.
You're the one that does training, don't you?
Yeah. I do all kinds of training with them.
I know, I've seen it.
Okay.
I admire that.
Thanks. Have a good one. Come on, Toby dogs. He's going to go and pee on top of all the other dog pee over here. It's funny. Dogs are so funny. I don't even think he'd chase a Frisbee here right now because there's too many smells. Oh, time to clean up. Time for aisle cleanup. We get to see what Toby dog ate. The strange things that come out of dogs, so let me tell you. Toby dog will get in the trash and he'll eat the wax paper or whatever, something, you know what I mean? If there was food wrapped in wax paper, he'll eat the wax paper, and then when you go, nothing I can do with that. All he's been eating is kibble the last couple days. Kibble and cottage cheese. I got chicken and potatoes for him, but I'm bad daddy, haven't cooked them yet. Since Sunday. We'll get to it, Toby, sooner or later. Sooner or later, my little friend, I'll get to it. Whew, come on, Papa. And little butterfly is in the building. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you, says little butterfly. Yeah, clean up aisle 2. I get it. Gardening and cooking by Shalini. Hello, Shalini. Welcome. Welcome to the Toby Dog Morning Walk. Toby Dog Morning Walk. I didn't even check the weather this morning other than to see that it wasn't going to rain on us. I couldn't tell you the temperature. But it's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning out. Just gorgeous. Look at that sky. All blue. The sun will be coming up right over there somewhere. And today, we're going to walk till 8 o'clock. And then work. Oh, it's too bad a guy's got to work for a living, right? It's too bad a guy's got to work for a living. You don't work, you don't eat. That's the way it is, right? This is where we like to play. See, the big fence goes all the way around, but it's open here, but you know what I mean? I can throw the ball over there and pretty much keep control of him and not worry about him running off into the street. Hold on, Toby dog. Look at that swarm. The creepy crawly swarm. The swarm of creepy crawlies. Ideal Eileen TV. What's going on, Ideal Eileen? Welcome. Ideal Eileen, how many more months? How many more months? You got to be pretty close, right? Little Toby dogs. Okay, come on. We were at the dog food store yesterday, Toby and I. We had to go get food for the cat. But Toby got all kinds of treats too, because I had a coupon that you had to spend X amount of money to trigger the coupon savings. So Toby got all kinds of treats too. He got the big fish sticks that I give him for treats. They sell smaller size ones, like cut in half. And I got them. They were 2 for $15 yesterday. I think they're 10-ounce bags, so it's not quite 2 pounds, but one stick. I give them one stick a day, and that's probably half a month's worth of sticks for $15. And then he got some gullet sticks. Where I don't know what is that, the tracheotomy and all that, the trachea and the tubes that go down I don't know, that go down to your stomach. They had other stuff too, but it was like the tendons. Those are really cool. Toby goes crazy when I give him those, the big dried tendons, but they're so big, and it's like I'm afraid he'll hurt himself with them. I'm not kidding you. I've given them to him over the last couple of years, but they're big and hard. You know what I mean? They're dried tendons, and he chews on them, and it's like till his face turns red. He won't give it up. You know what I mean? He chews on them till he eats them. I wish coupons were more of a thing in my country. Well, you know, CJ, the reason they give the coupons out is because they're overcharging you all the time. They overcharge you 99% of the time until they throw you a coupon, and then it's down to a regular price. No, not always. Like this last weekend at the grocery store, let me drop them blue bags off. This last weekend at the grocery store, they had a coupon for buy olive oil and get one free. Ooh, yeah, I jumped on that one. And then yesterday at the dog food store, I had to get cat food. There was a coupon. I always pronounce it wrong. It's like library and ambulance. Come on, Papa. There was a coupon on the bag for if you bought. There was the last bag with that coupon on it also. I was trying to get the bigger bag, but the bigger bags didn't have the coupon, so I went with the 16-pound. That cat will eat that up pretty quick. At half a cup at a time, a third of a cup at a time, he eats that food up pretty quick. I don't know if Toby helps him. I try to put the cat's bowl is kind of in an inaccessible place for Toby, but I'm sure he climbs up there. I'm sure he climbs up there and gets to it. But anyhow, yeah, Toby got a bunch of treats and the cat got food, and I got to use my coupon. When my kids were growing, talking decades ago, when my kids were young and little, I did all the grocery shopping for the family. And I did that's when we got the physical newspaper. You know, you got a newspaper every day of the week, and on Sundays, it was this huge ass newspaper. It was so big on Sunday that they'd bring you the ads and the funny pages on the comics. They'd bring you the ads and the comics, the store ads, on Saturdays with the skinny Saturday newspaper. But if you bought it at the newspaper stand, it was all together on Sunday. Anyhow, There used to be all kinds of cents off coupons in them and those in the Sunday newspapers. They probably still do, but we don't get a physical newspaper anymore. Uh, I would cut coupons, and then I'd get coupons from the grandparents. They'd send over their Sunday coupons, and I'd go to the store loaded with an expandable file thing, one of those little expandable file things with the coupons all in it, loaded up with lists and extra pens and all that. And I would literally save at least 1/3 on my grocery bill. But that's on stuff that box stuff, canned stuff, frozen stuff. You know what I mean? It's the stuff you probably wouldn't want to feed the kids. Macaroni and cheese, frozen pizzas. They still love that stuff, but it's not good for them. Not good for the bodies. Not with all the garbage in them. What are you thinking, Tobe? Toby's looking just marvelous these last couple days. Stand there. Stand there. He's got a one back. Stay. Stand up. Stick up. Stick up for me. Here. Stick up. His front. Hey. I can't get him to stand still. I was going to give you guys the side view of the Toby. Come on, let's go now. He's looking marvelous these last couple of days. I'm thinking, why do I even need to bathe him to go to the next dog show? Should I just show him wild? Should I let him go like 2 weeks without a bath? Just comb him out. Spritz him down and comb him out. Make sure he's combed and just let him go like he just came in from the fields. The physical newspaper is half size now. Heck yeah. I think they put one out. I used to, for decades, I got the Bay City Times. Decades and decades. Even when we were little kids, when we were, we were terrible. We were terrible kids. We were little kids. You know, the newspaper was always 3 or 4 times the price of the normal newspaper. So when we were little kids, we would pool, me and my buddy around the corner, Roy, we would pool our money together, our change, and we'd go to the newspaper vending machines, pay for a newspaper, and grab 4 or 5 of them. Terrible kids. And then we'd go and sell them to our friends' parents, people we knew didn't get the paper. We'd go sell them to them. Brought you a newspaper. It's only $1. Terrible kids. That's fine pup, says CJ. Yes, it is. His hair is looking really great right now. Makes me wonder. You know, I always make sure for a Saturday, Sunday show, he gets groomed on Friday. For a Thursday, Friday, Saturday show, he gets groomed on Wednesday. And then by Saturday, he's looking mangy. Then he needs a touch up. You know what I mean? I'm lucky. Usually the groomer lady's at the same shows. She goes to 10 times the shows I go to, but usually the shows I go to, she's at. And she'll touch him up. Really cool. She'll touch him up for me right at the show. But you know, I'm getting smarter. I'm learning more. Like at the show, if I gotta wash his feet or his belly or his arms or whatever, his face, I can handle that. I don't wash his whole body at the show, because then I gotta blow dry it. And me and the blow dryer, I don't know what's going on. I think I need like hands-on lessons versus watching a video or somebody telling you. I think I need the super groomer to stand right there next to me while I'm doing it. Because when I blow dry Toby, his hair's sticking out every direction. When I blow dry Toby, his hair is pointing in every direction. Fluffy on one side, flat on the other. I'm going to need a volunteer in 3 weeks to come pull a rabbit out of the hat on the side of the ring. You just got to pull it. I'll say, "Where's the rabbit?" And you pull the rabbit out a little bit to show it to Toby. So Toby will get all excited and stand perfect, get all stiff, all stiff-legged and stand just right, and we'll win. Hey, Wamoyo, welcome, welcome. Anastasia Blast, welcome, welcome. Good morning to you guys. How's everything this morning? Hello, TP and all. Yeah, he's such a good boy. Yep, just hold that rabbit up a little bit. We don't want the other dogs to see it. We just want Toby to see the rabbit. So he'll get all excited. That was going to be my key word at the last dog show. That was going to be my key word when I was stacking them up. Where's the rabbit? Only I forgot. I completely forgot. Completely forgot. The second day we didn't need it. First day we could have used it. The first day I choked, my handling skills were like zero on Saturday. And it, however you're feeling, it goes down the lead to, and the dog feels it. So they're going to feel it too and react. And Toby went to galloping. I couldn't stop him from galloping on the first day of the show. When we were doing our go-arounds, instead of trotting, he was galloping. Ooh, how fast are you going to go? How fast are you going to go, people? Yeah, he went to galloping, and I wasn't giving him the right. I should have started over again, is what I should have did. They allow you to restart within reason if you're not that far from the starting line. That's what happened to us on Saturday. I forgot. When they tell you, okay, go ahead. I'm supposed to, the person in the front of the line, that's why I always wait till the end to register. Because we were in front of the line again. The person in the front of the line goes, you're supposed to turn and ask the person behind, tell the person behind you, or ask them, are you ready? And they tell you, yeah, and then you turn and do your go around. Well, the judge says, okay, go ahead. Give us a go around. And I told Toby, you ready? I patted him on his chest and said, you ready, boy? And I took 2 steps, and then I remembered, oh, I forgot to ask the guy behind me. And I stopped right there and turned and asked him. And he's like, yeah, go ahead. And I should have backed up those 2 steps and restarted, but I didn't. So the whole thing was off. And right when I took off from there, you know what I mean? That's probably when my anxiety went down the lead, like I knew I just messed up. And it struck Toby dog. Pow! Like a ton of bricks. It hit him. Because he went to galloping. He thought he was a rampant pony that day. Come on, Tobus. Come on. I'll let you bark at these dogs. He thought he was a rampant pony that day because he went to galloping all over. No. He went to galloping all over. Calm, cool, and collected. Did you just see that dog? Calm, cool, and collected after his initial bounce, and he jumped into me there. Those dogs were barking at him from 3 feet away, and Toby just kept going forward. Pretty cool, huh? Good dog. Hey, good boy. Hey, good boy. Here, look what I got. Oh, mercy. What do I got? Here, buddy. He don't care. Here, buddy. Look what I got. It's me, Lily. How are you tonight? What's going on, Lily? Welcome. We're just out on our daily morning. We're already headed back towards the house, but we're going to bend a few extra blocks now. When we get over by the church, we'll go south for a little bit. I don't know what he's found, but he's not moving. No time for little yappers, yeah. That's how Toby handles them normally. He started to bark at him, but then he come across in front of me and he caught my shin. And it's like, straighten out, boy. Come on, Bubba. I can hear the train. I could hear the train on the tracks where we normally walk. From where we're at. The wheels. I'm okay. Just sick with the cold. Oh no. Not a cold. Oh, mercy. Not a cold. You know what I tell everybody? I tell lots of citrus. When I get a cold or the flu, I drink all kinds of orange juice, eating oranges, taking orange or vitamin C, and that's what I do to fight it off. Hey, it's me. Come here to me. Come here to me. Come on now. Toby, come. There's nothing there for you. There's nothing there for you. Come on. I had to drag him back. Yeah, he's got this harness on today. It goes across his shoulders and underneath his neck. It doesn't go up like a collar does around his neck or anything. For sale. Wow. Does anybody need some household rummage? Some rummage sale? Hey, look, Toby, there's a truck like ours. Different rims. Toby, Diane Thomas says, you are a gorgeous dog. Amen. Heck yeah. I got lucky when I come across Toby dog. He was the cutest little puppy with a great big head, and ears sticking out. Great big head. Big head puppy dog. Like his head didn't match his body, you know what I mean? And then the ears sticking out. On top of that, made him look like a like a gremlin. No, what's that? Yoda, but with fur. Big old head and ears. $17 million in the building. Did you guys remember to hit that thumbs up on the way in, or since you've been here? Please either double tap Toby's tail, or go back to the description page and hit the thumbs up there. A lot of times that's what I got to do. I got to go back to the description page because for some reason, you know, I get this iPhone and there's a couple glitches on YouTube that's one of them. When I'm double tapping, 2/3 of the time it works. The rest of the time I got to go to the description page and hit the actual thumb. That, and for some reason when I'm setting up the live stream, I can't put a description in it because it locks up it locks the whole thing up when I try to put a description in, and then I have to start over completely. Big church. Toby, did you stay in the neighborhood today? Asked Clara Bonet. Yes, we did. We've been bending corners. Well, we did. We walked to the baseball park. We walked over to the park where the baseball is, the baseball diamond. And now we're gonna go a little south before we head back again north. Hey, hey, hey. What is the name of your neighborhood? They just call this the South End. That's all. The South End. The South End of town. We're on the east side of the river in the south end of town. They call it the South End. Then the other side of the river, they call it the west side. And then on the other side of the river, in one area, like straight north of town, that's called the Banks area. And then, I can't think. I don't even usually actually even use the Banks to describe the Banks area. I just say with the west side. West side. For me, it's east side or west side. And then either you got, for me, it's the first ward or south end. I live in the third ward. Excuse me. Downtown, uptown. What else they got going on here, Toby? Now here's the railroad tracks that we heard the train going by earlier. When I said I hear the train. And down there, 2 stop signs. That's the stop sign you can see in the next one. That's where we usually get hung up. That's where we usually get stopped when we're walking when the train's going by. Right now we're by the grain elevator. This has always been here. I don't know when it was built. Ever since I was a little kid, this has always been here. It never interested me to find out when it was or who owns it or anything. All I know is it holds up traffic when the trains are coming through getting loaded up there. It's a busy place normally. During harvest time probably, right? It's especially busy. You have a tramway? No tramway. We don't even have passenger rail through here. There's city buses, there's regional buses, things like that. No tramway. There used to be an electric one that went from this town to the next town south, and I believe it went north also. There was an electric, tramway, right? Trolley. But I think it went down in World War I with flooding or World War II because they couldn't fix it or something. I don't know. We walked on it this weekend. This last weekend we did 6 miles. 3 miles out and 3 miles back on that one. On that trail where the electric trolley went. I don't think we'll ever walk to the end of that one. That one goes miles and miles. They built a passenger rail here and it's barely used, says Jethro Tull. Not Jethro. It has become popular in European cities. Gotcha. Ruth says, I've tried to, not Ruth, but Lily. I've tried to sleep all day, but people keep calling me all day. Ouch. All electric. That's what they had going on here. But we're talking like 1800s up to the 1920s, like that. Early. Whenever they started doing that. They got pictures and all that. We should go to the museum one day. It's been probably 40, 50 years since I've been to the city museum. It's been so long, I don't think I've been to it since it moved. The museum for the city was in this beautiful, like estate. And keep moving. And the city decided to build a new one. They didn't decide to build a new one, they decided to move it. They moved it into the Armory building downtown, next door to City Hall. They moved the museum contents, and they sold the little house that was an estate. Yeah, whoever bought that got a gem. That was professionally maintained by the city. You know what I mean? As a museum. What does it display? Yeah, the city's history. Mostly pictures. Back when I saw it. But, they're going to have all kinds of artifacts. I think we used to be part of the county south of here till the 1830s, I think, 1850s. Then it became its own county. The town used to be called the same name as the town further south of here, the lower town of it. And I'm trying to think. They've got the actual first cottage first white people house here, and they got the first stick built house over here in one of the riverside parks. And I believe they were 1850s was the stick built house, and 1830s was the cabin. Don't quote me though. I'm usually wrong. I'm usually off by a decade or so. Who is Woody Guthrie? Who mentioned Woody? Oh, the Woody Guthrie Museum is over there where Not Jethro Tull's at. Clara Bonet, Woody Guthrie is a folk singer. I don't know what else he did. All I remember, I'm no historian. Come on, Tobosaurus. They've got a rail trail. This is called a rail trail, or rails to trails. But we've got a system where you can go out, you can circle the whole city on rail trails or specially designated connector sidewalks. The connector sidewalks are built extra wide like this, not like normal city sidewalks. What you doing, Tobes? What you doing, little buddy? Come on. Let's keep moving. Come in this way. Morning. Clara says there is so much green. Yep. It's an old town, founded in the 1800s, and it just spread out as it spread out. Yep. The further you get away from town, the bigger the yards get, all that kind of stuff, you know. It's a nice place. The politics are messed up. The taxes are extremely high for what you get. Like it'll be 2 or 3 days after a snowstorm till the snowplows come through down our side streets, if they come at all, where they used to come during the snowstorm. You know what I mean? We used to never have bad snow-blocked streets here. Little things like that. Super high taxes. And the roads are crumbling. Super high taxes. Titlepro, you should check the value of some of the old video games you have. Some are worth coin. I'll have to look into that. I'll put one of the kids on it. It's funny, at one point, one of the kids had traded. Come on. At one point, one of the kids had traded one of the first Nintendo systems and all those parts and all the games for something else. And when I found out about it, I was like, we're talking back in the 90s, and I found out, and I was like, heck no, you go back and you make that trade back. Just tell them your dad's this and your dad's that. You know what I mean? And I made the kids go back and get the Nintendo stuff back. Like, heck no, you know the kind of money we paid for that stuff when it was first out, and they're just gonna trade it off for some whatever some kind of cards. You know what I mean? It's like, no way, that's not happening. I can remember my mom used to gift my kids video games, and they were $50, $60, $70 at a time. It's like, no way you trading that stuff off. I'm a firm believer in keeping what you got. Yeah, exactly. Kids are interested in new things all the time. So those are the video game systems that are at my house. The Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and I believe it's a PlayStation 2. It might be just a PlayStation 1. I don't remember. And that tells you it hasn't been out of the box in forever. Yeah, I got the boxes for all that stuff too. What are those cheat code things? What was the cheat code thing that came with a disc and a booklet with all the cheat codes in it? Game Shark. I actually bought a brand new in a package Game Shark probably 15 years ago for the Super Nintendo, or not the Super Nintendo, for the PlayStation 2. I remember when the Atari 2600 was released. Ooh. That's when I lived with Dad. Dad didn't splurge on any kind of things like that. I had some friends that had that, and we played that's the Pong, right? I remember playing the Pong like 1976, 77, right around in there, 5th, 6th grade. No, 6th and 7th grade. I'm sorry. I remember going over and playing Pong. There's always, you know what I mean? There's always somebody. We didn't have stuff like that, but you always got that one friend that they got all the toys. Their dad's got the same job your dad's got, but they got motorcycles and mongoose bicycles and things like that. Honda motorcycles and mongoose bicycles and Ataris, and it's like, how do they do that? I know how. My dad had cars. My dad had cars in the driveway. They had toys at home. It'd be nice to have some of Dad's cars that were in the driveway. That 77 Monte Carlo That was a nice car. I remember when he had the Mach Mustang. I was in first grade. And Dad had that Mach Mustang. It was a black one with a black interior, and it rumbled and it sounded like a race car because it was a race car. And come on, Tobis. I can remember about that car is always telling Dad, Daddy, put it in R, we want to go fast. Dad told us that the R on the stick shift was for race. So when we were little kids, they were always telling him, Daddy, put it in R. And Daddy's just laughing. Yeah, the 77, the baby blue, powder blue, I think it was called, with the black Landau top. He also had that, I think it was 77, it might have been 76, the little canary yellow Mustang with the black Landau top, they called it, the little black half top. I'm trying to think of what else he had in the driveway that year. I think it was like a 76 Ford pickup, 77 Ford pickup. He always had brand new cars. That's why we didn't have Nintendos or... That's why we didn't have Pong. Oh, after Pong, gotcha. No, I don't remember it then. Like I said, we didn't have video games growing up. Whew. Just back up. The only video games were when I was a kid was if my friends had them, or if I had some quarters to go down to the mall or go down to wherever to play video games. I can remember when we saved up our quarters and went and played pinball. We would save our quarters and save them up to go play pinball. And then the switch came to save them up to go to Aladdin's Castle to play video games. I don't know, I always felt like I got more out of the pinball. Oh, look at Toby. What a beautiful dog. What a beautiful boy. He's looking at a squirrel across the street. The Pinball Wizard. That song was always playing in my head, right? He's a pinball wizard. It's got to be a twist. I remember when that movie came out. Who's that old? Who's that old in the chat to know what I'm talking about? When the movie with Elton John as the pinball wizard with his giant heel shoes on and a top hat. We have a pinball bar here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Time for sleep, says CJ. Hey, thanks for coming around, CJ. We sure appreciate you coming by, and we appreciate your live streams. Take it easy, buddy. We see you next time. Pinball Wizard. That was Tommy. I don't even remember the year. Was it 75? 74, 75? I saw that first run at the movie theater. Tommy. It was PG, but they still let us in. They would still let us in. When I was a kid, every weekend, Mom, as broke as we were, as poor as we were, Mom always had a telephone, and a landline telephone. That's way before cell phones. So we always had landline telephone. We always had cable TV. And she somehow managed to come up with a couple dollars just for me and my sister to go to the movies on the weekends. She worked as a waitress. She worked in a department store. She worked in later on when we were older, she was an office worker. But in the lean years when we were little, I don't know how she did it. But we always had ticket money for a ticket and a popcorn. And whatever you spent your candy money on. But way back then, you could get popcorn and pop for $1. You might even get candy in there too. Way back when I saw the play on Broadway, must have been in 90 or 91. Hey Randy, what's going on? Randy, member Randy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 F. What is going on? Member Randy, you know, if you send us an emoji, we come on. And after the second month, if you send us an emoji, we put it up. We put it up on the emoji page so you can use them. You have your own emoji. You see, there's 2 or 3 up there now. Those guys have been there since. Those guys have been on my members since the first day. The Anastasia, she was my very first member. So she's been. If you look at my channel page, I've got a shout out to my members too. And the membership page on my channel page. If you're a channel member, you'll see your picture on there. Toby just camped out on me. Toby, how is it my old crippled booty can keep walking and you're stopping? Okay, come on. Toby doesn't like this trash truck that's coming up. Maybe that's why he stopped. He can hear the trash truck coming up behind us. The one that picks up these barrels. You're going to see a side of Toby if that truck keeps coming this way. Come on, Bubba. Come on. You'll see a side of Toby you haven't seen. He doesn't like those trucks for some reason. Probably because they come by every week and don't stop and pedal. Toby can get jealous like that. Tommy was 75. Okay. Gas was 50 to 60 cents. I remember when. Yeah, Tommy, that was a great movie. There was a rock and roll music radio station here in town. The call letters are WHNN, and it was hard rock, and it was the most popular thing. And you know, they had all songs like that on there. It was the greatest radio station ever. That's what I listened to when I was a kid. When I was like kindergarten, first grade, I was listening to heavy metal. I was listening to all the hard rock of the era when I was a wee lad. And then I'm trying to think, when I was a freshman or a sophomore in high school, the radio station put out an announcement that they were going to have you're going to see something different on this whatever date it was. Ooh, smell it. What do you think I smell, Anastasia? Ooh, pretty strong too. Anyhow, they put out an announcement that they were changing, that there was going to be a change, and they went to easy listening music. They made a switch overnight. One day they were hard rock, the next day he woke up, it was easy listening. And it was like we waited hours. You know, you had it on all day. It's playing easy listening. Next day you check it, it's playing easy. Yeah, it went on. We figured it was a joke, you know. Nope. They made a programming change. So then the next hottest thing around, radio station wise, was the radio station from our high school, the Rock of the Tries. What was it called? What's the call letters? WCHW. W. The CHW is for the 3 high schools in town, because there was a radio station at each high school, and they rotated. Central Handy Western was the name of the high schools. And that was the hottest radio station around for years. The high school kid radio station played the hardest rock. all the newest stuff. I was 19 in 75. Holy cow, John Martin. You had me by 10 in 75. Come on this way. You had me by 10 or 9. I'm sorry. 75, I was 9. Those were the days, weren't they? The 70s were great. 70s were great. I didn't see the part of the 70s that you saw, being at your age, being you're older. But from what I saw, from 5 to 15 was my 70s. And it was a lot of fun. 76 was my favorite. Yeah, Anastasia the MJ. Hey, John Martin, where are you watching us from, John Martin? Wonderland, Michigan. Oops, reconnecting. My phone grabbed somebody's Wi-Fi. Hold on a second, fam. Let me turn this. I asked where you're watching us from. Then my phone grabbed the Wi-Fi wherever we were walking by. I had to turn my Wi-Fi off real quick. I asked where you're watching us from. We're in Michigan, 100 miles north of Detroit, in the Great Lakes state. Are we back now? Welcome, welcome. How are you today? Come on, Toby dogs. Sometimes you gotta let them do their thing. There's a squirrel feeder right there, so I imagine there's lots of squirrels come by here. He's getting his squirrel fix. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. California, suburbs of LA. Very cool. Very cool. I got an aunt and an uncle out there in the suburbs of LA. Well, my aunt passed away, so the uncle's there, and all the kids that she had. So I've got cousins out that way. How's it on the West Coast today? How's West Coast today? We're having a beautiful morning. Slip 9. Welcome, Slip 9. Got to watch the language, and if you pay attention to your language, everybody will see your messages. But welcome. Yeah, you guys got a crazy governor. We got a crazy governor. Now we've got the Democrat nominee for governor this year is this lady named Jocelyn Benson, and it turns out that she was the attorney for the Southern Poverty Law Center, the SPLC, with the place that was taken, that the place whose president and all the what do you call it, the people in charge are getting arrested because they were taking the donation. They were supposed to be fighting racism, and they were taking the money and sending the money paying the racists to be racist so that they'd have a job to do, so they could collect donations and pay themselves. They were collecting money from people so they could fight racism, and they were paying the racist organizations to be in business. And if that isn't messed up, what is? But here in the USA, there's one political party that'll do just that kind of stuff to get more. They're crazies, crazies. Amazing what they come up with. We got lucky. We got Uncle Trump this time. We got lucky. We got Uncle Trump again. I didn't vote for him the first time. And when his first campaign came, I didn't vote for him in the primaries or nothing. I didn't think he could do the job. I was Marco Rubio was my guy. Ted Cruz was my guy. Now, one of those two guys is going to be president soon. You'll see. Mark my words. Anyhow, yeah, I didn't like Trump at all for president. They bust people from the Bay to small communities to protest. Yeah, I believe it. We see it on the news. We see it on, if you pay attention to the right news. Now I watch news on the internet more than any TV news anymore. Because even the TV news, even the stations you thought you could trust, you can't trust them. They bend to the mighty dollar. There's a fella I watch now. His name's Tousi, Tousi, Tousi TV. He's on the social media. He's on YouTube. I watch him on YouTube. Tousi TV, and he gives live reports every day. He's really, really good. He's really, really good. I think he's from England. And he just moved to the USA. You know, in England, they don't have free speech. I bet you guys didn't know that. England, Canada, they don't have free speech like we do here in the USA. So he's leaving. He left England. Come here. That's the news I watch. Hey, Roby and Toby's dead. What's going on? Hey, Shelly Jeffs. Welcome, welcome. Governor who? Oh, we got this crazy governor named Whitmer. The Gretch who stole Christmas. Yep. She's term limited out now. But her successor going to be from her party is a lawyer. They'll probably indict her too. Come on, Toby dogs. Well, we're on the last leg of our walk. We're right on time, Toby. For once, we are right on time. If we can manage to turn the corner and walk a block, sit down, say goodbye, we might just be turning our computer on time today. Whew. We had a great walk. Toby. We covered a lot of ground, my man. We covered a lot of ground pretty fast, too. The knees were feeling really good today. The knees and the ankles are feeling good. I'm doing toe management in my shoes. I got some real thicker socks on today. These shoes, the walking shoes that I buy, they don't come with, they've got laces, but you can't tie them up. You can't pull them tight or anything. They're just fakey laces. But I don't like to wear like workout shoes or anything. I want walking shoes. Come on, Tobus. If the government would audit California, it would be the most bankrupt state. No doubt. No doubt. Same thing here, huh? Same thing here. I saw reports on the Social Security over the weekend that people are, people, what do they call them? Whistleblowers are coming forward, but they never say, I saw it, come here. They never say who they are or what state they're in. That whatever intake, whatever they worked for, when the people would come in, they'd coach them up on saying that they're handicapped or sick, and then they'd sign them up for lifetime Social Security, the illegal aliens. And it's like, oh my God, they keep telling me that the Social Security trust fund is going to go broke, or going to start paying less right before I retire, or right after I retire. That's the kind of news I get. And now I'm finding out that they're signing up illegals. Come on, hey! Now I find out they're signing up illegal aliens to eat from my trough that I've been paying into, that I've been slop feeding all my life. We pay big taxes here. Big taxes. Like, come here, hey. I pay a good 24%. It's crazy. Crazy. Hey, Toby dog, look, there's chickies. Chickies. Morning. Oh, she can't hear. Chickens. Come on, Toby dog. Yeah, Elon, when the newest president took over, that Elon Musk guy come in, saved us a bunch of money, showed us where a lot of the fraud and waste was at. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. America is one, USA is just one big grift, seems like. Everybody's stealing. Or those that can do. Those that can steal. Here we go. We gotta empty our pocket out. Oh, we already did, Tobes. We already emptied that pocket. All right, let's go. I'm happy I don't miss you both. I didn't miss. Now, oh, you're asleep when Anastasia comes on. Our friend Anastasia comes on around 11:30 my time, which is 3.5 hours from now. 3.5 hours from now, it's 8 o'clock Kenya time. You see a really good show. Come on. Our friend Anastasia Bless comes on at about 8 o'clock Kenya time, if you're still up. Whoo! Well, fam, it's been a great walk. Thanks, everybody, for coming and joining and either walking with us or walking and talking with us. We appreciate both. We appreciate all the bush people. We do that some days. Some days we sit in the bush and just watch. Give a thumbs up and watch. Hey, fam, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And don't forget there's a $sign there. Don't forget the biscuits for Toby on our homepage. And our gift memberships are 99 cents. 99 cents. We set our gift memberships to the lowest possible that YouTube allows. That way everybody can enjoy. And you know, when you give a gift membership versus giving a super chat, two people get to enjoy your generosity. Not only the content creator gets funds to keep their channel going, keep their channel on the air, but a member of the community also gets a prize with the gift membership. Consider it. Well, fam, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming and visiting. Look at the boy with the legs crossed. That's a content doggy there. He said, oh, I took my walk. Everything was cool. I had dogs barking at me, but I didn't react, except for a little bit. But Daddy straightened me out real quick. Yeah, buddy. Now it's breakfast. Are you ready for my breakfast? Are you ready for some breakfast? Hey, King Corso. Today's your day. Welcome. Today's your day, King Corso. Whoops. Today, King Corso gets their blue jacket. Add as moderator. There we go. Standard mod. There it is. Blue coat for King Corso. Hey, Share Bear. Sporting the channel emoji. Welcome. You know, Share Bear, if you send me an emoji, I'll put it up on in the emojis, in the channel emojis. All my channels, including this one, they have an email address on the channel page that you can send contact, or you can contact us from. And yeah, just send us a picture, and we'll convert it, or send us an emoji already converted. I believe they got to be 1 by 1. If that's, I think that's what size they are. But yeah, you're welcome to send. You're welcome to send it, and we'll put you up here. What do you think, Tobe? It's a kibble day for Toby because I still haven't boiled his chicken. Lazy daddy. I picked his chicken up on Sunday afternoon, and I didn't boil it yesterday. I didn't boil it Sunday. I don't. I know that the raw is really good for him, to cut that chicken up and feed it to him raw, but I just can't do it. I just can't do it for some reason. I gotta cook everything. What do you think of Tobes? Oh, you guys want to see the okra? Anastasia, you want to see the okra? Let me see if we can get back there. I'm gonna tie Toby off so he ain't going nowhere. There. You want to see the okra, Anna? Okra Anna. Let's see if we can get back here and amongst all the picker bushes. Yeah. Oh wow, look at the melon. Or what do you call it? Acorn squash. Look at that. I got acorns growing. Here's another acorn squash. I don't know if any. Those are male flowers here. Those are male flowers. There it is. There's the squash right there. Anyhow, here's my okra. My little bit of okra here. There's a dozen plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's about 16 okra plants in here crammed up together. And look. Ooh, okra, okra. Ooh, shaky, shaky, okra, okra, shaky, shaky. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We feed raw and cooked, keeps them interested. I'm scared of if my raw stuff's got bugs in it. You know what I mean? There's a couple bigger ones out here. There's a big one right there. Look at that. I almost got enough for I got enough for okra water, but I don't have enough for gumbo yet. But they're coming on. They're coming. Once I pick the first round, the rest of them will grow really fast. That was my dryer going off. Look at that beautiful. Isn't that beautiful, Anna? Isn't that beautiful, Anna? The Okra Chronicles. Look at that one. That one's got 1, 2, 3 of them growing at once. 2. Don't start me lying. And here's with the flower. We don't have any open flowers this morning, or we had a couple flowers open. Doug's dog stomach can handle it. We've been feeding raw for years, never a problem. Oh, gotcha. I'm just scared to give it to him. From what I've seen and read, you can feed the dogs. Look, there's a yellow zucchini, a yellow squash growing. You can feed the dogs raw chicken bones, but you shouldn't give the dogs cooked chicken bones. We got cherry tomatoes everywhere. There's full-size tomatoes back in here. I can't see them from here. Can we see them from here? Anyway, there's a zucchini plant right there. Look how tall it is. It's taller. It's as tall as me. I grow everything upwards. We've got bell peppers back there. Brussels sprouts right here. Look at that. See the Brussels sprouts growing? See my Brussels sprouts sprouting? Yeah, the corn's done. I don't know what happened to the corn. I think I got bad seedlings this year. The corn is nothing. Here's a little ear on here. Look, that's what I got. I got the nothing. Last year it grew nice. This year no. This is how I garden, fam. I garden down this little tiny alleyway here between the house and the fence. And as you can see, it's full. Down at that end, there's green beans and watermelons growing on the trellises at the other end. These trellises are blank right here because all my cucumber plants are dead except for just a handful are left. I got hit really bad by the root borer, the vine borers, and the vines. I get hit bad this year from them. Look at all these tomatoes. Too many tomatoes. I'll have to send somebody out here to pick them. Pick them, you can eat them. If you go out and pick them, you can have them. Come and get them, fam. Okay. Now we're for real time to say goodbye. Y'all behave and be cool. We'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good day. Those are tomatoes. You don't want one. You don't want a tomato. I never had okra, says Shelly Jeffs. It's real veggie, the slippery fruit. It's really good for your body. We don't food bones, but we use bone broth. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, catch you next time. Game over, fam. Game over. 2 more likes if you on your way out the door if you haven't hit the like. 2 more likes gets us to 30, gets us to 40. Peace out, fam. Peace out. And we'll see you next time. Whoops. There it is. Bam. We'll see you next time. Good boy. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. He's such a good baby. Leftovers from the tree. Did it go away? Did it go away? Did it go away? My pups love all veggies. Toby will eat carrots and green beans and snap peas, pea pods, whatever you want to call them. He likes that stuff, and some fruits. Some fruits. He doesn't want to mess with bananas. Sometimes he'll eat the apples. All right, y'all, behave. Be cool. We'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toby, are you ready for breakfast? Are you ready for breakfast? Breakfast? You ready?